Push it.
Why it's crooked a little bit?
Push it to the limit.
There we go. Take that side down for me.
I don't know that shit.
You know, you can see it on the screen. Oh, just pull it. I'm about to say, just pull it down. It's fine.
Anyway.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Let's get it.
We over here living in the ghetto. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are again. Thank y'all for joining us on this lovely Thursday. The weather is cooperating now. I'm Gary.
This is Gary.
GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture. You dig?
If this your first time tuning in, then you'll know that this is our favorite saying, something that we live by. Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
You trigger happy fool. Because our mama said so. As you can tell, he's more excited than everybody on here, I believe. How you doing? We ain't seen each other since, 7 days?
It hasn't been 7 days?
It feel like it?
We probably have, man. It's been a long time. 7 days for us is a long time.
Wait, no, it's longer than that. I hadn't seen you since last Tuesday. We recorded. Dang.
Really? That is crazy, man. Yeah, with the weather out here, even though we live next door and all of that stuff.
Not next door.
Well, next building.
Yeah,
next building, man. Look, I'm pretty sure everybody got the same thing we got with the snow and everything. We just trying to survive out here. That's it. We just trying to survive. So
yeah.
Hey man, that part, but it's been good though, man. How about you?
It's been pretty good, man. I can't complain. Like being stuck inside has made me get a lot of stuff done, which is great because that was one of my missions this year. Save, really promote, really get some stuff in order. So that's what it is. But hey, man. First time tuning in, Gary.
This is Gary.
Again, this is GNC Sports Talk, a very in-depth no, it ain't even that.
Analysis?
I didn't even that. We here to have fun, y'all. We here to make y'all laugh. We got a bunch of things to get to. Bill Belichick did not get in. You'll get our synopsis on that. Giannis, we don't feel the same way that we do about Myles Garrett. Do we? Well, we'll find out. We'll find
out when it happens.
We'll find out. Players of the we only got one player of the week because football ain't going on, and there wasn't really anything that stood out. In the NFC AFC Championship.
In sports in general, I'm watching NBA and college basketball.
I am on college basketball now.
Yeah, I'm watching that. It was a real good game. Arkansas versus Texas. That was a real good game yesterday. All right. Hey, look, one of my favorite young players out there, Tahi Pettiford out of New Jersey. I ain't gonna say he had a game, but the other senior on that Auburn team, he had a good game. But I mean, I've been paying attention to a lot of it, sports news wise. I mean, like I said earlier, the Bill Belichick's. We want to talk about the Myles Garrett, that whole thing, Giannis. We want to talk about all of that as well. But I mean, watching sports in general, it's been good. Sports news worthy stuff, it's been hard to come by.
Go ahead and give me some round of applause.
All right.
Round of applause goes to you, whoever you are, repeat offenders. You've been locked in with us for a long time, between time, day ones. We appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Without y'all, it would be no us. We appreciate y'all so very much. Mm-hmm. Let me get some air horns. Air horns are live and in effect. For anybody who's new, first time watching, you're going to become a liker first. You're going to become a subscriber second. And we need to comment. We need to see you in here so we can acknowledge you. For lifer. And we want to say, welcome. We love you already. We can't wait to see you again. Last but not least,
yes, sir.
Before we get to the comments, want to go ahead and get into it. If you love music like we do, we here at GNC Sports Talk love sharing it with you, love talking about it, love listening to it, want to make sure that we get you to drop an M next to the artist, album, or song so that we can highlight that at the end of this episode like we do at the end of every other episode. Last thing, one more time. Y'all might get sick of it, but I sure ain't. We have made a product. Thank you. I just need to see you. Yeah. I don't want to say that because it will require a pause. This here is our first product that we have made here at the GNC Sports Media Empire.
Thanks.
Like that. Dap. From idea to episode 1.
From I Did Episode 1, baby.
From I Did Episode 1. If you ever thought about making something like this, audio, visual, blueprint, secret. 6 years went into, getting all this knowledge. And pretty soon we'll have an extra thing where you can get some consulting, not coaching, consulting from us. We have that. We're building that out. Anyway, get to the comments real quick because we got a lot to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, family.
What up, what up, what up?
Hello, LaShawn.
What's going on?
Back.
Another week by Black Rating.
Yes, sir. Yay! Yes, we're back. She was disappointed. So were we. But
snow and ice.
Snow, ice, Mother Nature, the South not being prepared. It happens. Nice, hey, bro. This old some new go come out.
Nice, yeah.
This old right here. This is a test. It's something new coming out. Don't worry, we coming. Number 1 sports podcast for the boot state
of Louisiana. We always here repping Louisiana. Stop Louisiana.
Stop playing, mama. Okay, that was good. We can throw up gang signs on here. What's up? What's up? Okay. No? Too much? Okay. Good evening, GR Houston Jack. Thank you so much for joining.
What up?
And y'all keep these comments coming. I'm going to do my best to stay up to date and hope that nothing happen to this internet because sometimes that's how the comments get lost. Anyway, you want to go ahead and start it off?
Let's talk about it.
Super Bowl 60 is underway. It is slowly but surely approaching.
San Francisco.
It's going to be, as my brethren said, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
It's going to be in San Francisco this year.
It's going to be crazy, man.
Am I okay to say this is 2 of the most unlikely teams that we thought at the beginning of the year to actually be here?
At the beginning, yes. At the beginning, both of them. We can't say that. I don't believe we had them on our top 10 list. We're going to have to revise that when it come around. But they surprised a lot of people. Seattle, they came out the gate swinging. New England they came out the gate swinging too. It's just that with New England in their playoff run, it's just one of them things that every team that they play had like quarterback play, QB play versus the Patriots, and it has a lot to do. I think it has a lot to do with both sides. The Patriots defense and also the QBs that play. Justin Herbert didn't have a good playoff game. C.J. Stroud didn't have a good playoff game. The backup to Bo Nix didn't have a good. He didn't have a good game. So it was pretty much New England's for the taking. Josh Allen, if you did what you supposed to and won against the Denver Broncos, maybe y'all could have went if y'all would have played the New England Patriots. But hey, that doesn't happen.
I'm glad you said that. So number 1. New England's run looked different, but let's not forget, since this is the ultimate team sport, as they say, not us, them. As they say, this is ultimate team sport. What we really got to look at is this. New England's defense is for real. We still don't talk about them in the same breath as a Houston, as a Seattle, as a Denver.
In regards to
their defense, just overall.
We don't talk about
them. Yeah, we don't talk about them like them. Like we said, Houston defense could get them to the Super Bowl. People picked them to go to the Super Bowl because their defense, not because their offense. We don't talk about New England's defense like that, and by golly, they have showed up. The more interesting fact is this, for what you just said. If Josh Allen would have did what he did, listen, we not we as in me and you, but we as people who like and cover sports and pay attention to it on a different level, we got to stop saying it like this is really going to happen. The Buffalo Bills defense absolutely sucked all year. It absolutely sucked. We can say Josh Allen and James Cook were the main threats, and then a host of Merriweather tight ends and no-name wide receivers in a sense. They didn't have a chance to get to the Super Bowl. Everybody said, yeah, Mahomes ain't in it. That's great. They didn't have a chance. Okay, they made against Jacksonville defense. As far as I heard, wasn't nobody talking about Jacksonville defense. Houston defense, they would have struggled. They lost earlier this year. Denver's defense, not only did they struggle, they got turned over quite a bit. And yes, at the end, it's a controversy call, apparently what people are saying. But even still, they played New England, and yeah, they played them differently or whatever, but Buffalo was not going to make it to the Super Bowl. And again, on the other side, Seattle, Nobody's beating Seattle this year, I don't believe.
Yeah, and in my opinion, one thing back to Buffalo. Who knows what would have happened if they would have made it? So we don't know what would have happened if they would have played New England. They could have won or they could have lost. That's one. And two, with Seattle, and I'm not just saying this. Literally, it is Seattle's Super Bowl to lose.
I wouldn't say that, but go ahead.
Man, look, they had on both sides of the ball. They have everything. They have an experienced quarterback. Sam Darnold's been playing good in the playoffs. They have a good defense. They've been balling out in the playoffs. You seen what they just did to the Rams? Even though the Rams, the special teams, look, whatever y'all have to do to figure that out, man, get that corrected before the new season starts. Get that corrected, man, because that whatever's going on with y'all special teams, y'all might be the worst special teams in the NFL. And
I don't know about that.
It reared his ugly head again from when did
I understand that, but the worst special teams, I don't know.
Philadelphia, what happened? They should have won that game, but what happened? Special teams. They should have. Well, I ain't gonna know. I don't know.
Well, against Chicago, that ain't why they lost.
but against Seattle, I ain't saying it was the reason that they lost, but it was one of the reasons.
It was.
Which that shouldn't be the case. Not like that. No, when you got the ball coming down and you just looking up at the ball and you falling down, man. Look,
but okay.
Had to be that. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, that had to be one of the wildest, goofiest.
No, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me get this comment first because we gonna remember this. Okay, hold on. What's good, family? It's another Brady Bowl. Is it?
I think it's a revenge bowl for Seattle.
No, this is a whole different regime.
Whole decade long.
Yeah, that too. So I think what's interesting and funny about what you just said is the special teams, right? They fired their special teams coordinator. The Rams did, right. And they got another one in there.
They did.
That was it could have been pressure. It could have been, overwhelmed in the moment, whatever it may be. But special teams is a part of the game. So we can't diminish it if we're going to praise Seattle for the good job they do. Rashid Shaheed, shout out to the Saints because we gave him up. We can't praise because they didn't have none before then. We can't praise one side saying they special teams is dominant and then the other one saying, oh, it shouldn't happen. Hey, it was a play that happened, blah, blah, blah. But the thing I wanted to tell you was this. We seen wilder special teams things happen. Why? Well, the Saints won the special team off of special teams. That literally flipped the game when we did the onside kick coming out in the second half when we were in the Super Bowl against the Colts.
Okay.
That was one of the things, special teams, that flipped the game.
Okay.
Whether you could say the Colts were bad or not, we took a gamble because if not, I don't know if we win it. Then you got the Giants. Remember the Giants and the Packers? Remember that special teams?
Giants and the Packers.
When we was at Devin House?
No, you mean Giants in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. What San Francisco, whichever one. Okay. But you remember that fiasco?
Yeah.
I don't think that special teams was bad all year. It was bad right then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What was LA Rams' biggest weakness?
Defense. Cornerback play has been their weakness. They have inexperienced corners because they are young, and they are terrible at covering one-on-one. Absolutely.
Okay, but special teams do come in there.
I'm not saying special teams not a factor.
If they special teams been bad, like they
understandably
they DBs ain't the worst.
They're not the best.
They all right. They be in the middle. They in the middle, whatever, 15, whatever. But they special teams for the season since they played Philadelphia has been their biggest weakness as a team.
Their biggest weakness is that their cornerbacks and safeties. We saw Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown. What happened there? Confusion in the secondary.
I agree that part.
A lot of their things. They front seven, meaning the down lineman, so your defensive lineman, and then your linebacking core. They solid there. They can't cover right now, and it's not because I think they're bad. They're young and inexperienced and undersized, by the way, too. Special teams is a opportunity or weakness for them, but cornerback is even more. Like, the reason why we say this Seattle team looks Legion of Boom is the 2.0. They got long physical corners.
Yeah. And they be balling.
They be balling. And I will, for this week, say Sam Darnold has been playing good. But Sam Darnold been working with 20-yard fields. He been in the red zone by time. Every time his defense turn the ball over. For these 2 games, you go look at it. Any turnovers that happen or the field position. Sam Darnold working with 30 to 40 yards less than what he had to work with the rest of the season. That defense is the reason why they win it, not the offense. I'm sorry if I don't give you credit for scoring 30 yards in. If you sitting up there getting the ball at the 30 or 40-yard line. Yeah, you threw a long 51-yard bomb, but your running game is on point. You throwing to one of the best receivers. Same situation in Minnesota that he had.
He got Cooper Kupp.
Well, I know. I'm saying Jack Smith and Jigba too. But, bruh, yeah, you're doing better than what you have. But that defense is setting you up for success, bro. I'm not giving him all the flat-out credit. Did he not fumble the bag and fold in a moment? Absolutely. He did his thing and not folded. But I'm not about to sit up here and play like that defense saying, this man could go out there and throw 4 picks and still be in the game against the Rams.
That has happened. The first time they played.
They only won by 4. Or was it 1? Which one? One of them was 1-4. I think the first one was 4.
No, they lost the first time.
I'm saying the Rams only won, but I'm saying the Rams only won. So yeah, like great job for not folding, bro. But this defense is legendary.
One controversial 2-point conversion call, and we might be looking at something totally different.
Russell Wilson could sit up there and quarterback this thing because he could mess up. He had the Legion of Boom. If he could mess up like that, Sam Darnold threw 4 picks and he only lost by 4.
About now?
Yeah.
No way.
They got a fantastic running game. Russell Wilson had that, right? They had a good 1 or 2 wide receivers. He had that back then. And that defense, the defense is what got the Seahawks the first Super Bowl. I'm not mad at Sam Darnold, but yeah, you got Charbonnet hurt, but you got Kenneth Walker the third. 2 of the best receivers, I guess you could say, decent tight end play and other receivers with Rashid Shaheed. Man, you got that defense. We ain't got a name in defense. Whole defense.
Yeah, you got man. I ain't gonna lie.
Whole defense go crazy
on offense, bro. He got some. Rashid Shaheed, Jackson.
Well, Jackson Cooper, number 1. That's what we're doing.
And then Cooper Kupp down there too. Then you got that big tight, bro. All I'm saying is
win a short field every time.
Seattle. Don't blow it. Sam Darnold, do not blow this.
Well, we can't sleep on New England, no.
I ain't sleeping on New England.
The only thing I'm saying is, yes, they rolled by the look, but they won the last 16 of 17. Yeah. Or 17, 18, whatever it is. I don't know.
They've been balling. Look, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, it's the New England Patriots way, man. They come out of nowhere. They have all these people that you don't know about. They play their roles. They play their roles at the very best when time is right. They've been playing. They've been playing. Everybody been playing their roles. Stephon Diggs finally going. He going to the Super Bowl. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has the most receptions in playoff history without going to the Super Bowl. That has been diminished. That he's good to go on there. Poor Devontae Adams still ain't been to the Super Bowl. But look, who knows? We'll see how that goes. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the later months or whatever. But hey, man, it's all good. It's cool.
Okay, so the biggest news we want to get to is Bill Belichick not being inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's not a first-ballot Hall of Famer. And I'll let you go. Set the scene for him. And why does this matter?
Well, we have one of the greatest coaches of all time in Bill Belichick. To my knowledge, he has won 8 Super Bowls. 2 as an assistant, which I didn't even know that. But
he was under Bill Parcells. That's why.
Okay, he was under Bill Parcells the first 2 times. But as far as coaches and schemes goes, especially one of the best overall defensive coaches, he is one of the best coaches of all time. It ain't barring none. He should, when his name popped up, everybody should have automatically said, ding, ding, ding. First ballot Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. And when the news came out that was told to him, he was, from what was told, and I quote, he was a little bit confused why he wasn't there. I'm not sure what's going on. Bill Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Whoever the guys that didn't put him in, y'all need to get belt to BTA. I'm going to just say that. Y'all need to get BTA for not putting Bill Belichick as the first ballot Hall of Fame. It shouldn't even be a question why he wasn't even in there. So
Few lists of accomplishments, like you said, 8 Super Bowls, 2 as assistant coach. He was under Bill Parcells because that was the Lawrence Taylor LT.
Okay.
That was who he was. I think linebackers coach, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, he was something with the defense. Okay. 6 as a head coach. Tom Brady was a big part of that. Mm-hmm. He had 9 Super Bowl appearances as a head coach, 31 playoff wins, 17 division titles, 13 AFC championship appearances, 3-time coach of the year, 300 regular season plus wins, NFL 100 anniversary all time, all that good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Should he have been a first ballot Hall of Fame? Sure. Others have not. Bill Walsh, innovator of the West Coast offense. We see sprinkles of that everywhere. Others have not been inducted first ballot Hall of Fame. And I get it, right? I just want to say this. Before we get ready to show this next thing, I just want to say this. They petty.
Dog.
They petty. So let's look at this real quick.
31 playoff wins. 31 playoff. It's only like 4. If you in the wild card, that's 4. That's 4.
Well, oftentimes they weren't even in the wild card. They were number 1 seed.
Most of the time. But 34 playoff wins. That's crazy, man.
So I'll read it really briefly, maybe look over it or whatever. But basically, the emphasis behind this is pettiness, right? And I found it funny because they actually put a name to it, even though it's supposed to be anonymous. Bill Polian was actually one of the people who was influential in not letting Bill Belichick in. So it's, I think they said 50 people that vote. Okay. You need a majority in order to get in. And the idea was floated around that he should wait a year because of the Patriots were involved in a number of scandals. They often have the word gate associated with them. Spygate, Deflategate, and what was the other one? I know they put Bountygate on us, but I know they had a Bountygate before us. They put Bountygate on us. But yeah, in an interview, Polian denied telling fellow voters to do a 1 year pension. I guess it's supposed to be suspension for Spygate. But he said, like, the thing with Bill Polian is this. He's the one rumored, because he don't like Bill Belichick. He's the one rumored to have persuaded some people to not let Bill Belichick in. And it's funny because Bill Belichick was always known for, not getting along with media and stuff like that. And the reason why I say it's petty is, who knew one day they would get their revenge? And they got it, right? The thing that's so funny, though, with Bill is he couldn't remember whether he actually said it or whatever, but he can remember saying it for the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft. He remembered voting for him. But he said he didn't remember
vote for Bill
Belichick.
Vote for him or not.
Yeah, whether he did or he didn't. And it's just crazy. It's
politics, man.
It's writers, right? It's writers, news beat reporters, and things like that. Yeah. This was their get back. Bill wasn't nice to them, so they said we're not gonna be nice to Bill when it's time for them to pay back. Honestly, it's funny to me.
Well, fam, I don't know why if that's his case, which I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know why y'all doing it. Because you won't get in either way.
So that's the thing. Like, people are upset because he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but it's others that have been just as good, not as great, because he's got to be considered one of the greatest, that's been just as good as him that did not make it into the Hall of Fame. And so that, the first time around. And so that's funny. They try to keep T.O. out. It was a number of players that didn't make it when they were supposed to make it. But they were like, oh, this is supposed to be a shoe-in. So the overreaction is funny because, yeah, he is going to get in. But they were like, if anybody should do it off the accolades, it should be him.
Yeah, right.
But this just goes to show you that, hey, bro, like, people get back. It just you just didn't think it was going to be like this. And it's funny. It's funny.
Good point.
Also, another one, Jimmy Johnson was outraged. Bill Polian, from what Jimmy Johnson saying, Bill Polian was a huge influence on Bill Belichick not being the first ballot Hall of Famer. With the anonymous voters saying Polian told Belichick that he should wait, right, for Spygate and Deflategate. So Is there something credible? Maybe. But I think it's funny because, hey, at the end of the day, they saying you ain't treat us right, so this I get back. And I think that's the point that has to be made. I always wondered how these decisions are made, but I'm sure he'll get in one day. Yeah, it's voters, right? It's voters, so that means human element. That means emotions play into it. How you treated me, how I feel about you, that plays into it.
What's that whole thing? The Roosters come to. What was that whole
The
thing?
Roosters come to crow.
Yeah,
coming home to crow.
Yeah, the Roosters come home to crow. Yeah, look. If anybody, and we all are, I'm pretty sure of that age, where we know when Bill Belichick, when he win, he's still the same. He still got them one word answers. Like, all right, if somebody asked Bill Belichick today, like, all right, back in 2000, let's just say 2007, what adjustments could you have made? None. Is there anything else you could have did better? Yeah, like, them little answers like that, and yeah, like right, like everybody knows he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. But if you were a journalist and you in the media and you had to interview Bill, and
if you felt like he treated you wrong, this is your way to get it back.
Yeah, like if he ain't, you know what I'm saying, like all of the stuff, like Greg Popovich. I'm gonna give you an example. Greg Popovich, I'm pretty sure he is a Hall of Fame, but he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. The accolades speak for themselves. Was he always giving out the best answers? No, but every now and again, during a halftime interview or on TNT or whenever they ask questions, like he'll respond in a good way or he'll respond in the same kind of whatever way he wanted to. But he did it like that. Bill was always the same, and like right now, it's how you treat people. Back then, like you could have answered them questions a whole lot better than you could have, but at the same time. Like, for the media, y'all petty because he did answer y'all questions. He did what he's supposed to do. He won. He should be a Hall of Famer. That's it.
Well, I mean, it can't go unnoticed to be like, hey, you made my life, so I'm gonna make yours, which is what G said. They're gonna make Bill sweat for his Hall of Fame spot. I don't even know they're gonna make him sweat, like because you gonna get in. It is what it is. So like,
I got the accolades.
Well, I just know it's funny, right? Because he wasn't the best. And to your point with Greg Popovich, Greg didn't like doing halftime stuff because he in the moment of the game.
Yeah, right.
But people like Greg outside of, answering questions and stuff like that. They don't like Bill because Bill act like he don't like them. He didn't even like Robert Kraft, who's the owner, who said Bill used to not treat him right. So Robert Kraft is also linked to Bill not getting in on his first ballot Hall of Fame, which it's funny to me. Because people is petty and I like petty. That's the whole thing. It's funny. I did forget about the tuck rule. No, I didn't forget. Rule, yeah. I didn't forget about it, but I feel like that tuck rule should definitely play a part into it. I mean, who pockets really getting greased around here? That's all I want to know. What's the script? What was the script? And if you watch that special between him and Charles Woodson, he admitted it. Mm-hmm. He admitted it. I laughed. It was at the very end.
I think his chick is coming home to roost. I think his chick is coming home to roost. You're right. Well, I forgot what we said.
You said roosters.
The roosters. My bad.
Sorry.
All right.
You can't revoke. You can't revoke my Southern card, but we can wrinkle it up, son. That's the
roosters. To roost.
We said the Roosters come on.
Oh man, well yeah, that was on me. That was on me.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, but,
I agree with you.
Look, people get their get back one way or another. The way you treat people, it come back.
Watch this segue. Speaking of people getting their get back, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks are now seemingly on the same side of wanting to let Giannis leave and Giannis get out. Mm-hmm. We brought up Myles Garrett at the beginning of the show, and I want to make that comparison real quick. I'm okay with Giannis saying he want to dip. Okay. I was okay with it last year and any years prior. Mm-hmm. And it's a couple reasons why. But I want to start with Myles Garrett. Do you feel bad for Myles Garrett in any way with what's going on in transpiring?
No.
Would you like to tell the people why you don't feel bad for him?
One, he's getting paid $1 million to play football.
More than $1 million.
Millions of dollars to play football.
There you go.
He also is playing for a bad organization that hasn't done anything in a long time.
Yep.
And when it was free agent time, he wanted to stay in Cleveland. So he got what he getting everything that he wanted. He got the sack record.
Sack record.
Yeah, he got the sack record. He one of the best defensive players in the game right now. The whole nine. But at the same time, you can't complain when you start losing because you decide to sign that contract when you was a free agent to get the money and stay in Cleveland. We don't want to hear about you complaining about winning because that's what we know what Cleveland is known for. Hasn't won anything in a long, long, long time. I can't remember the last time they've been to the playoffs either. So, that part.
Oh, they was in them. Remember, they lost to Houston.
Oh, my bad. They just that part. All right.
You mean just like making a run?
All right. Let me put it like this. I can't remember the last time they made an AFC championship game. How about that? All right, that part. So that's my thing with Myles Garrett. You getting the money, you getting the accolades, you just not winning and haven't won anything team wise. So you get everything you want.
And we'll get into it later why he's actually upset, but we'll go ahead and mention it now. Todd Monken, former offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, is now the head coach. It's interesting. Stay tuned for why it's interesting on how and why that happened. But Myles Garrett, you did have the opportunity to leave. You actually were acting like you were going to leave. They made you, at the time, the highest paid defensive player, and you got a healthy signing bonus. You knew what you were signing up for. This is a team that drafted you, for crying out loud. Mm-hmm. And you chose to stay. So you making a meme, and I wish I could have found it before, but I couldn't. I couldn't find it in time. I should look for it this morning. But you making an Instagram post or a tweet or whatever, with hunched over, it was somebody hunched over, whatever, basically signaling that you didn't understand what's going on. You upset with it. You sad about it, whatever. I don't care about what you have to say no more. Myles Garrett, you chose to be here. You reap what you sow in a sense. You did not have to stay here. You did not have to be a loser. You did not have to be like Cat Williams said. You did not have to be, what's the saying? You have an unhealthy addiction.
You have an unhealthy addiction to losers or something like that.
In Myles Garrett terms, in paraphrasing terms, you have an unhealthy addiction to being a loser because that's what you are.
No shade.
No. That's what you signed up to be.
Yeah, great player.
Myles always messing up to be.
Yeah, man. Look, you got the bag. You just ain't. It just ain't coming with winning.
You made the choice of bag. You got the sack record. You was happy for that, right? They stopped the whole game for you, and people was upset about that.
Jamar Chase had a point. Jamar Chase had a point.
He did not.
He had a great point.
He did not.
When I all right. Next time somebody break a record on offense,
they always stop the game on offense because it's usually a touchdown, receiving or whatever it may be, because their receiver probably gonna exit the game.
No. I'm talking about stopping the whole game where everybody coming on the field to celebrate.
Well, you should have let them get it. It was in Cleveland. You can't tell them what to do in their own home.
All right, so
who won that game too? Cleveland.
Yo,
hey man, you ain't even come over and take on the trap. You could have poured some salt on the wound by letting them get. We got to get to the other point.
Anyway,
I don't care about Jamar Chase being mad. Stop him. Next time, don't let him do it. Still don't think it was a sack. Anyway, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So happy when I learned how to pronounce his name. Milwaukee Bucks star point forward. First person ever named it point forward because they weren't naming LeBron that at first. They just said he was a freak. Milwaukee's championship that they won thanks to Giannis. 50 points in that last game after a calf strain that could have turned Achilles or ACL.
Yep.
He willed his way to it. He got them a championship. He's been rumored to ask for a trade for the last 3 to 4 seasons, and it hadn't happened. And he's finally fed up, and the organization actually sees the injuries that are taking place with him, and so now they're ready to move on. I'm not disappointed with what Giannis is doing. He's stuck in there. He said he's been saying it. He's finally going through with it. He brought them a championship. Brother, you did all you could. I don't know what Milwaukee's going to get back, but I know if he's saying he wants to be gone, then you got to go. And if you Milwaukee, you better get what you can before free agency comes.
Man, look, I'm stacking up the draft. I'm stacking up draft picks. If look, y'all can get them, but I won't. You can't replace what he brought to Milwaukee. So let's just make that clear. You can't replace what he brought to Milwaukee, but at the same time, if you do trade him, I want for this year's draft. I want draft capital. I want draft capital, and I also want some players, some good rotation players too. Now the question being now is
you ain't getting this in one thing.
Yeah, where is he gonna go? That's the problem. So look, Cat, the Knicks, a lot of y'all, it's gonna be looking pretty scary. I think the Knicks. I think the Knicks, in my opinion, had some good pieces.
No, for you to replace Giannis and at least be competitive in the East, no. You giving up everything because, like you said, Cat got to go. You probably got to get rid of Mikal.
Nah, you gonna have to get it. Yeah, it's gonna either be Mikal or OG, and then you gonna have to give up Mitchell Robinson.
Right, so you gonna blow up your whole team for what could or could not affect what you got. Let's be real. New York Knicks, y'all not winning the championship. I say it. Ain't nobody got to say it. It's not no shade. It ain't no anger. If they prove me wrong, so be it. We can clip it if you want to. The New York Knicks not gonna win no championship, bro. They not. Will they go to one? Who knows? Will they win one though?
We don't know that.
Dude, yes, we do. They okay. You blow you. Who's the best team in the NBA right now? And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the West.
Oklahoma and Denver. One of the two.
You can say Houston if they play right. Nobody from the East win the championship this year. It's gonna be somebody on the West. I don't know who coming out the East, but ain't nobody from the West gonna lose that thing. It ain't gonna be the Lakers this year because they can play defense.
Nah, we only want
to talk. But what I mean is, what you gotta give up if you New York, I feel like it sets you back. I don't know if you got the perfect team, but I know you only one piece away and you had to give up too much to get a Giannis. Mm-hmm. They say Oklahoma City Thunder, they're not blowing up their chemistry, so he's not going there. They're not blowing up Houston because they just got their thing, right? So where will he go? I don't know exactly where. We'll kind of make some comparisons, read some articles. But for him to go to New York, it's only working for Giannis. It's not going to work for the Knicks. Right now, he's hurt. Right? I don't know how long he going to be out, but he's hurt right now.
I think they said maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, about that time.
And it's a calf strain, right?
Right. And
so we know that's one step away.
From an Achilles.
So he is probably going to be out possibly the rest of this year. Y'all ain't getting to the championship this year.
What? How?
If he get
the kick. Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton, Damian Lillard, like that, because that's the early signs of. And he hadn't had significant major injury just yet. And the way he play.
That calf strain, boy, that ain't no joke.
So
you gotta take all the weeks off.
So for the Knicks to go get him, you might as well say, "Hey, we putting a chance on what it is this year, but we basically gotta wait till next year."
Blowing it up, man.
Jason Tatum, and thank goodness the Boston Celtics. Shout out to you, Jaylen Brown. Y'all still look fire.
If I'm not mistaken, what top 3 team in the East,
and they keep rotating from 2 to 3.
Man, you know a surprise team.
But hold on, I'm about to say. But I'm not upset about Giannis asking for a trade. I'm just not sure when Milwaukee gonna get back, and I also don't know what a team is gonna give up because you can't lose your future if you say you this close to get him because you gotta give up something to get him.
Man, you know who's losing in this whole thing? Miles Turner.
Oh man,
Miles Turner losing it.
He ain't insane no more.
Dog, he the one that lost. Well, he was good, just not an all-star, but. The one that got lost in the sauce, man, Miles Turner, bro.
He not even the same no more right there where he is.
They ain't been playing. I ain't been watching Milwaukee.
Don't worry. Had him on my fantasy.
Yeah, he ain't been. No. Yeah,
he don't look like he did in Indiana.
Yeah,
but that's because that offense ain't built for him though.
Yeah. But I mean, he the one that's really lost.
OKC is number 1. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, whoever winning the ship this year, I'm confident in saying that. Now, New York can make it, but I'm telling you, I'm very confident in saying the West is going to win again this year.
Like, Carr been playing inconsistent this year. Numbers going up and down.
I can't trade him.
Like, man, we had like 4 points. I don't know. He had some kind of weird game. Like, it was just, I don't know what they going to do. I don't know what's going on in New York. They all over the place. Like, Mikal and OG, I don't know if they not clicking or they are clicking. I don't know. It's just they at times they are a good team. Like when they beat San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Cup final, they were a good team. Everything flowed. Everything was good. Like then other games they struggled against somebody like Carl. I don't know if it was Utah or Sacramento. I think it was Sacramento. He was struggling against Sacramento. Like y'all over there playing y'all hearts out. Like again, I ain't mad at it, but y'all should have won that game against Sacramento by at least like 15-20 because that team it is an NBA team, but they not like that. Y'all was struggling against them, so.
Last year was last year, and this year
it's a new day.
Teams getting better, or whatever. It's a business. It's not working. It's time to move on. That's a fact. Kind of wish Giannis would have made the move beforehand, because who knows? But right now, you're damaged goods as we see, and it's only gonna be so much. Real quick, let's go to your thing.
All right, so we have the player of the week, and this is from yesterday's game against the Chicago Bulls when the Indiana Pacers came back from behind by 16 points. They came back, and Pascal Siakam led the way with 20 points, 5 assists, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say like 4 rebounds, something like that. But he had a good game. Pascal still a little bit on the younger side, 31 years old. Got a whole lot of playoff experience, the NBA champion when he was with the Toronto Raptors. Good player. He does everything. He can defend. He can pass. He can score. He don't settle. Like he's a prototypical player in today's game, and I just want to give him a shout out. He did ball out yesterday. Andrew Nemar, he hit the go ahead field goal against the Chicago Bulls. So I'm liking what I'm seeing for them. They all struggle to watch because Tyrese ain't there. He's still injured, but they gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be all right.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to our segments, but first, watch our commercial. Ha! Your boy getting better. I was just making sure it did what it's supposed to do.
All right. So we have flag on the play, and pretty much when flag on the play is when we see any players, coaches do anything or say anything egregious, it's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. And with no further ado, my flag on the play goes to the people who didn't vote for Bill Belichick to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. What is going on with y'all? I think it shocked and surprised everybody else that didn't when the news came out they wasn't the first ballot Hall of Famer. They were just shocked as we were. I have a whole lot of questions. What's going on? What did he do to y'all? What did he say to y'all? Did he make y'all upset? Are y'all y'all diapers with y'all pacifiers in y'all mouth? What's going on? Because that don't make sense. That shouldn't even be a question. Now, other players, whatever, question whatever. But for him not to be a first ballot Hall of Famer is just egregious, and it's everything that a flag on the play stands for. Flag on the play goes to the voters who did not vote Bill Belichick to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
This flag on the play for me this week just has to do with some of the questionable NFL hires that are going on. And I say it's questionable because right now as we speak, Steve Clement still doesn't have a job. Byron Leftwich still doesn't have a job. And we see hirings like Todd Monken of the Cleveland Browns. Jeff Hafley, his new nickname gonna be Haffy. Jeff Hafley is the former Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator. Is the head coach of the Dolphins. What? What? Joe Brady of the Buffalo Bills, former offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Mike McCarthy, Kevin Stefanski. I'm okay with John Harbaugh. I knew he was going to land. And Mike Tomlin decided to take a year off. The reason why some of these hires are questionable is because Byron Leftwich is a proven champion that championed Tom Brady to his final championship with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Has not had a job since 2022. Joe Brady ain't won nothing. Jeff Hafley ain't won nothing. Without Michael Parsons, that Packers defense wasn't all that. I'm sorry, Jesse Minter. You know who he is?
No.
The former defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers. Who are these people and why is Byron Leftwich, Steve Clements? I mean, they give Aaron Glenn grief, but I'm just like, I mean, if they win, it's not going to be out the back of what they did. It's going to be out the back of what was built before them. Mike McCartney being high, I still don't understand. I don't. And then he at the press conference crying because he from Pittsburgh and, you know, he get to put on those colors and he just feel so entitled. And Pittsburgh, I wish you nothing but mediocrity. Now, no, you know what? I miss you. I wish you nothing less than the utmost disappointment. For your fans, I hope that you suffer or you continue to be just 500. You're still not gonna win anything. You. Aaron Rodgers might come back. Nothing's gonna change. Your defense still is gonna look the way your defense look. Todd Monken with the Cleveland Browns. I hate it for y'all should do it, Sanders fans, but it ain't gonna get no better than what it is right now. I don't know what Jesse Minter gonna do, but we know the defense is the thing that needs to improve. It'll be about who you hire for offensive coordinator. John Harbaugh probably gonna have the biggest shock for next year in terms of what he should or should not do. But yeah, some of these hires are questionable. I don't understand how Byron Leftwich year after year after year had to say how he don't have a job. They blackball Brian Flores. We already know that.
Who's the offensive coordinator used to be with the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, Eric Bieniemy got hired back because they was never going to hire him from head coach. But I'm glad you said that. I'm just going to throw this flag just because. Eric Bieniemy was the only person that could come back and coach the Kansas City Chiefs. You want to know why? Because he's the reason why they were good. Because he was the only adult in the room that held them accountable. You know why they had to sit there and let him go? Because people's feelings got in the way. Because they said he was too hard on them. Well, guess what? Now that you got a lack of talent on offense and your only weapon is Patrick Mahomes and you want to see him survive and eventually become the greatest of all time, guess what you need? Guess what Tom Brady always embraced? Hard coaching. So you brought back Eric Bieniemy. Big shocker. You should have never let him go. Somebody should have hired him as a head coach. Saints should have hired him as a head coach. So look for Kansas City to get back on some accountability tip stuff. And look for them to be decent next year. They're not going to get ran over. Why? Because Eric Bieniemy is back. Andy Reid knew he couldn't do no better. You should never let him go. And he should have been a head coach somewhere. I'm done. I'm sorry. On to the next.
Yep. All right. So we have the next segment of when life comes at you fast. And pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you get on that plane or the helicopter with your parachute or the helicopter and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you jump out the plane or the helicopter with your parachute and your parachute don't work. This sound that it makes. All right, enough of that. All right, so when life comes at you fast, is the Eagles firing their offense coordinator Kevin Patullo? I'm pretty sure one of these days next year probably he'll get back. He'll probably get a head coaching job.
I don't know.
He'll probably get who knows, man. But yeah, y'all firing the man, 15 days after the fact. It don't matter. I don't know why they did it. But I don't know who they're gonna replace with him. But the offense did struggle, As we all know, Jalen Hurts, he did struggle in the playoffs. Well, I ain't going to say struggle for the whole season, but some games he was doing his thing. Some games, or for a lot of games, he wasn't. But, hey, man, to the offense coordinator, the ex-offense coordinator with the Philadelphia Eagles, Kevin, congratulations on making your Super Bowl appearance and winning. And good luck to you in the future, sir. When life comes at you fast.
When life comes at you fast. This week, Money Shot is something very special, something that I found out, I believe, this morning or yesterday. And I wanted to make sure I highlight it. You give me that little click real quick.
What's that?
The Money Shot. This week, Money Shot goes to a HBCU great. His name is Frank Pitts, passed away at the age of 82, Southern alumni. He, 6'3", I believe, 199, something like that, right? Wide receiver. He appeared in the first ever Super Bowl for the Kansas City Chiefs. He also won his first Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. Reason why I want to bring him up, because we got to do a better job, us, of making sure we highlight the fantastic history of African American men and women to be able to make sure that we're bridging that gap. Mm-hmm. And I learned a lot about Frank and just the way he did it. I'm hoping they got a book. I know I'm going to read some articles. But the tremendous things that he did, he also played for the Cleveland Browns and a host of other teams. And then he also, winning game, came back and gave to Southern also. But him just being able to, I believe he's a Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I think so. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me double check. I believe I saw Hall of Fame. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we just gonna say he is. Yeah. I think he is. But yes, back then we understand racism exists. It was real shaky and murky back then for him to not only bust through the color barrier, but also accomplish something great, and to do it at that time, that day and age, something spectacular. Rest in peace, Mr. Frank. Wish I would have found out about you sooner, but your legacy will live on. Even though you went to Southern, it ain't nothing but love and respect, baby.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to HBCUs, to what they used to put out back in the day. Well, actually, Black History Month coming up, so we got to do some stuff for that.
Yeah, man.
We got to do some stuff for that. But yeah, shout out to Frank Pitts. That's the money shot right there. Definitely wanted to make sure I highlight that. Wish I would have had a little bit more to say, but hey, this is where we at right now.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. All right. We are getting ready to get to the final segment. That is the music picks. Once again, in the comments, if you want to put an M next to the artist, album, or song, tell us what you've been listening to here lately. We want to make sure we highlight it, and we also want to listen to it too.
Yeah, man.
I know he listens to it more than I do, so I got to get on my job and make sure I do it too in a timely fashion. But we definitely appreciate everything that y'all be putting it in.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we're going to go ahead and get to it real quick.
All right.
First up.
Let's get to it. Atmosphere Shift by Phil Thompson. Okay.
I feel like I know what that is. Get it?
And
feel like it?
Yeah, and from one Atlanta legend, Georgia legend, to another one, Let 'Em Know by T.I.
Bankhead.
All right.
Tear Us Apart by INXS. I don't know if it's supposed to be Inks or if I'm supposed to say it out. But I'm going to let you say the next one however you want to say it.
Hey, look, Need You Tonight by Inks.
Inks?
I'm just saying Inks. Man.
Okay.
I'm just saying Inks. But it might be. It might be INX.
But I'm gonna go plug that in and see what that is. No. Not. I'm talking about to listen to because I don't think I've ever heard of it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go plug that in and go listen to it.
Me neither, man.
That's for sure.
All right.
Okay, there we go. This thing be going slow. It be sitting up there killing me. All right, here we go.
All right, my first one is this is by Bruno Mars, a new track that I do like. Yeah, and the video is good as well. Bruno Mars, I Just Might. And this one came out a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, a few years ago. Big Boy and Sleepy Brown, Can't Sleep. I'm gonna have to check out their album. I believe they do have a joint album together. And the songs that they have put out together, collectively, has been great. So I got to give a big shout out to them. So Bruno Mars, I Just Might, and Big Boy and Sleepy Brown, Can't Sleep.
Shout out to one half of the greatest duos in rap history. Big Boy, he didn't get his flowers. Shout out to Big Boy. And shout out to Sleepy Brown, a part of the fantastic trio Organized Noise. Mm-hmm. Definitely appreciate that. I know you looked up. Appreciate you for looking up. Don't be grinding my moment. Johnny Taylor, Good Love. Dennis Edwards, Don't Look Any Further.
Hey, shout out Dennis Edwards. By the way, did you know I think Dennis Edwards was a part of the Temptations? That's one, and I think he's from, if I'm not mistaken, Alabama. If I'm not mistaken,
sound about right.
I want to say that. I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I looked it up yesterday. It's crazy. Yeah, he's from Alabama, and he was a part of, like I said, he was part of the Temptations, and he also dated Aretha Franklin. What was the name of that song that she referred to him by?
I just want to repeat my picks again.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Johnny Taylor, Good Love. Dennis Edwards, Don't Look Any Further. While you're looking for that, I am going to thank Charlie put out there. You keep looking for Paper Low by DaBaby and Better Than Revenge by Taylor Swift. What you know about Paper Low? What you know about Paper Low? Paper Low. Interesting, Shorty. And I see you a Swiftie.
And she made Daydreaming because of Dennis Edwards. Shout out to you, Dennis Edwards. That's that Alabama love, Southern love.
I didn't know he was wearing the shirt because I would have wore it tonight too.
Hey, look.
Shout out to the person that got it for us.
Shout out to the person that got it. I always got to show you love for the shirt. Hey, rest in peace to Great Nip. Shout out to Sean for giving us the shirt, for gifting us the shirts. One of a kind in his younger days. Big Crippin' out here. But hey, that's him. That's him. That's him. I'm not a Crip. I'm not gang affiliated. Shout out to y'all make some good music. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all thing. Cool. But shout out to my cousin for giving me the shirt or giving us the shirt.
Thank you for cleaning it up. Thank you for cleaning it up. Wow, he said Big Crippin'.
Big Crippin'. Shout out to G Perigo.
You are not a gang member.
Not at all. Never said I was.
All right, y'all. We have reached the end of this show. We will be back to the regularly scheduled program of Tuesday at 7. Weather didn't hold up this week. 2 new Achilles over here didn't want him to fall like Bambi out here. So we didn't do a Tuesday episode, but we brought it to you Thursday. Thank y'all for tuning in and being loyal as always.
Exactly.
Got anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Look, I know it was Thursday. I know y'all had plenty of stuff to do, but we just want to appreciate y'all, show y'all some love, show our appreciation to y'all, and thank y'all for appreciating us, for tuning in every week. So big shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
A couple of more things. If you hadn't liked the video, please like. That's for replay viewers and live viewers, right? If you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe. We at 139. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to do the live thing so y'all can actually see it. But we at 139 subscribers, y'all. Give me some.
Man.
We at 139 subscribers, but y'all know y'all locked in. Repeat offenders always. We appreciate y'all. We growing, baby. We growing. Slowly but surely, and we mighty. We here. All right. Last but not least, remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. We do respond. Mm-hmm. We do respond. Last but not least, one more time. Our first book, our first product from Idea to Episode 1. If you ever thought about it, if you just want to support it, whatever it may be, if you want to do something like we do, hey, man, get at us.
Tap in, man.
You know what I'm saying? The first way is in the description. It's in the bio. Get that book. Thank y'all for supporting us also. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Also, yes, shout out to our mother. She be slanging these books too. It's not gang culture, it's drug culture. All right. If nothing else, brother, I ain't got nothing else either. Just want to say one more thing before we exit out. 7 years, y'all. February 13th is right around the corner. Although we may not do it live, right? Mm-hmm. We will, however, probably do a pre-record.
Yeah. Big facts, yeah.
Other than that, I'm Gary.
This is Gary.
GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
Our favorite thing to say, no matter what anybody tell you, remember, you heard it here first. #1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Hold on one second. You could be right, Sade. We could have gave you extra 30 minutes. I however, want to say this. We didn't want to not show up on Tuesday. The weather made us not show up on Tuesday.
It wasn't our fault.
It was not our fault. An extra 30 minutes, you got to talk to him. That ain't going to happen tonight. You got to talk to him. That's the quote-unquote boss. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love y'all. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Repeat offenders, we thank y'all. We love y'all as always. Thank you to any replay viewers, new likers, new subscribers, new bots, whatever it may be. Thank y'all, man. Leave a comment. We love it. Anyway, GNC Sports Talk, we out of this thing.
Peace.
Peace.